Oh, hey. I was trying to clean up a little bit before you got here, but oh well, you guys are my friends, so who cares if the garage is a little bit dirty? Welcome to the Superpilotish channel. My name's Graham Wilson, and I'm going to be telling you a little bit today about some fall chores and stuff, like cleaning up in my garage. Now, I don't know how exactly my sound is here. I got my little microphone hanging here. I don't know. Can you see that? Well, I'll try to stay around here, and hopefully you can hear. If there is anybody there in the chat, please let me know if the volume is not showing up, if it's if it sounds pretty good, whatever. Let me know how the sound is. This is a new experiment for me. Okay, so today I thought I would just kind of hang out in the garage and see what happens. So okay, Jordan, yeah, I see the thumbs up, so thanks a lot. And so I thought I'd hang out in the garage today a little bit and just do whatever happens, because I was thinking maybe I might want to do a show one day in a hangar at an airport or something like that. Oh, and thanks, Bolo. Okay, good sound. Yep, good microphone, Blue Yeti. And hanging up here, and I got a backup just in case. I got like a backup bungee cord or something like that. Oh, well. Anyways, should be cool. Yeah, so what I'm going to talk about here today is just kind of some regular fall chores that you have to do. I got my rakes over there on the wall. I haven't quite had to rake too many leaves or anything like that. I guess I can put this away. But as you can see, hanging behind me here on the wall, I got some garlic, and I like to do gardening, and we plant garlic every year around here. And I just figured I'd show you a little bit about garlic. But you know what? You might think, oh, who cares about garlic? I don't care. That's where you're wrong. See, because if you know a little bit about garlic, you know way more than anyone else, because even really experienced gardeners, nobody knows how to grow garlic. It's funny because it's the easiest thing you can possibly grow. Hey, you just get it. You plant it about 4 inches deep. And this is my homemade 4 inches deeper planter thing. And so you just do that, stick it in the fall. See, that's the thing, is now is the time to start planting your garlic in the fall. And then it pops up right in the spring. It's a bulb just like your tulips, and so they come up in the spring, or daffodils. And I'm just going to show you really quick. This is what it is. Now you can't really use the stuff that's in the store. You got to get seed garlic, as they say. All right, so I'm going to chop this up. Okay. Now, what am I going to do to describe this to you? Do I need the whiteboard? Oh, I don't think so. I'll have a cardboard box for this. Now, okay, here's another thing, guys. This is just resting on top of my car. I got a blanket here. You can see the front of my car over here. Okay, now if I'm talking here, is it louder than if I'm talking over here? That's what I need to know. Okay, can you guys still hear me here? Let's see. Let me know. Okay, so this is your. Okay, great. Thanks, Bolo. Yeah, so this is your garlic bulb, and it's all dirty because I just pulled it out of the ground and it's up there. Okay, yeah. So the volume's lower there. That's the way that my microphone is. Let me try an experiment. Okay, now, is this a little bit louder? Yeah, 3, 2, 1. Let me know if it's a bit louder. All right, any better up close now? Oh, great. Okay, cool. Yeah, because that microphone, it can go from like a cardioid to an all-around microphone. All right, cool. Good to know. Because that's actually behind me now. So anyways, we got our garlic. We're going to chop her all up. There we go. And you just kind of rip it all apart. And you break it up into cloves. Okay, there you go. All right. Hey, Jordan. Hey, Shecky. Okay, just like at the grocery store. Now, this is hard neck garlic because it's got this little hard neck right in the middle. That little guy, you don't need that. And so now this one here, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 cloves here, and that's going to turn into 4 individual plants. Okay. So yeah, it doesn't really work exactly from the grocery store because that's kind of from China and treated and Mexican and all this other stuff. No matter what garlic comes into Canada, it has to get treated in some kind of, I guess, antibacterial. We'll call it bleach, basically. So that's why you get that funny taste compared to the local stuff. Anyways, I'll plant that this year. How do I do that now, you wonder? Okay, and oh yeah. So I got my little tool that I made up because I used to just have like a stick, like the end of a shovel, and I just kind of pound it in, make a little hole, and then drop in the garlic. But so I made this little guy here. It's a replacement handle for I don't know, I guess like a rake or something like that. And I drilled a hole in the middle of this crappy little, I guess you'd call it leftover plywood, and I stuck some screws in it. I don't know if you can see. On the back, put some screws in it there. Always do a pilot hole if you're putting screws into something hard like that. And then I glued it all up. It seemed to work last year. So the thinking there is that when it goes into the ground, it only goes in that 4 inches, and this will stop it. Okay, so I made my hole. And then I take my garlic clove, and you got to put it with the pointy part up. Okay, there you go. Now you know how to plant garlic. You know way more than like I don't know, probably 90% of the gardeners out there. So that was one little thing I wanted to talk about. Another thing was just basically just kind of tool. I don't know. It seems like I customize all my tools here because they break and stuff. So this is a neat little thing I did on a broom. I just drilled a hole through here, and I stuck some string. So then you can just hang it up on the wall. It hangs it up on the wall, and then your bristles stay all nice and flat. It's just a funny little thing. There was that I wanted to tell you. Oh, geez. Well, more than anything, I just wanted to see how it sounded in here and how the lighting was, and if I could see the chat. I also wondered, because I'm on Wi-Fi here, I usually hook it up with like a Cat 5 cable. What else do I got here for you? Hey, let's go over all the tools. Oh yeah, and then there's another thing I wanted to show you too. Okay, so this one, the handle here, it just kind of slipped out because it was just pressed in. So I drilled a hole in it and I stuck a little bolt through it. Seems to work. All right, the next thing I wanted to show you. Okay, because I have to do an oil change on my motorcycle at some point. I'm not going to do that today. I'll put the magic bungee cord back here. Yeah, you're right, Wrench. I guess I could just hang it on a nail, eh? I don't know. I thought it's easier to do it that way. It was in my idea. Well, to each his own, right? Just one thing I did want to show you about my motorcycle here that was kind of cool. Yeah, we'll just take it off. We'll take it off Maverick style, right? No, actually, what it is, this is a queen size bed sheet, and just to keep the dust off of it, and I took a paint marker and I made a little red mark right here. So I know that red mark that goes at the front fender, and then you know it fits right every time. And then we'll just take this off. Okay, so there's the bike. You might have seen my other video about the ride through Windsor on my BMW R1100S. Yep, so this is a 1999 BMW R1100S. And so it's I'm really happy. I always wanted to have a BMW bike. So I had crappy old bikes when I was younger, and then I didn't really ride too much. And then after about 13 years, I had a little extra money and I got the itch in the springtime. So I went out and bought this. And usually these bikes, you get them around $4,000 or $5,000, probably a little cheaper in the States. And I always wanted the boxer style engine. So that's the piston down there. So it's horizontally opposed pistons. And so I just like the general engineering idea of that, because they're sitting out there in the air and they're getting really cooled out, really cooled off. So it should last a long time. These BMWs can go forever. And then I also wanted to have so I could get like a case of beer. So anyways, I got the removable hard bags here, and you just kind of, you can open it up like that. It fits 12 beers each side, so you can get a case, but you have to split it up into 2 12-packs. And then they're also removable. So yeah, and then it just comes off like a suitcase. So it's like, that's really neat. I usually take these off when I'm working on the bike, and I have to do an oil change on that at some point. I probably won't be riding. It's getting kind of cold. It's cold and rainy out there right now. I'll just put this away. All right. So anyways, what else we got here? Yeah, this is actually like when I'm sitting in my basement, I'm usually like right up against the camera and I can see everything I got to come in here. No rule of only one bike. Yeah, I know. You can always use more. What else we got here? And then Harold Cheeseburger. Remember when a case of beer came with a mini Stanley Cup? I never bought any with the mini Stanley Cup, but I remember seeing them around. And yeah, so that's what I'll be doing. I'm going to be doing a video, probably one of those voiceover videos that I've done, just doing an oil change on the bike, and then I can work on my editing skills, stuff like that. So anyways, okay, so I think I got the problem worked out with my microphone. And one thing I'm going to ask you guys too. I have this really, it's a really old fluorescent light fixture up here, kind of behind the camera, and it throws a lot of light, and it looks really good. But it's got this hum, and I want to see if you guys can hear the hum. Okay, so I'm going to need your feedback. You see, because I figured like, why not just experiment with my regulars here, and then they can give me honest feedback and stuff like that. Like, hey, that sucks. But and then yeah, so I'm gonna unplug my little work light I got over here. See, one of those guys. We're gonna unplug that, and then I'll plug in my I'm gonna plug in my fluorescent lights, and I want to see if you guys can tell me if it's buzzing or not. Like, I could probably do this like with my girlfriend and say, hey, you know, do practice and stuff, but now we'll do it live. F it, we'll do it live. Here we go. Okay, unplug that baby. Plug in this guy. Okay. So now I can hear it humming here. So I'm just wondering if the microphone picks that up. That's right, Shecky. Do it live. Okay. Can you hear any little bit of humming or anything from the fluorescent lights? Okay. So you are hearing the hum. Okay. Yep. Okay. Good to know. And I don't know if that's because, like, I replaced the ballast. It was this really old light fixture. It was all rusted up. My neighbor Bob said, hey, you can take that away. And this thing, I thought, oh, great, I'm getting a new light fixture. But I ended up spending all this time and money on it. But I mean, it's really cool. It's got like glass on the ends. And I think it's probably from the 30s or 40s. But okay. Okay. Yeah. So anyways, I'll turn that off. We'll go back to the regular. Yeah, that's kind of the cool thing about having a low garage. If I'm a little taller, I can just reach up and get stuff. All right. So there we go. That's all I kind of wanted to experiment with today. Do a little bit of multitasking. And just kind of see what you guys think about that. Like, I could potentially do something in this space here. It's a little bit windy outside right now, and it's raining a little bit, but I don't know if you guys, I can't really hear it myself here. Yeah, this one time I was working. I got hired as a driver for this little TV show they were filming up in Sudbury, and so it was really neat. I got to see how they set up lights and all that other stuff on a TV show when they're filming it. And so I was worried here because this one time they were filming, they rented this. The name of the show was called Hard Rock Medical. It was this little I don't know, just a little production made in Ontario. And so, anyways, the sound guy was going crazy because they rented a studio that, like, here it's wood with asphalt shingles on the roof, but in up there they rented this industrial space that just had metal roof, and it was super loud in there. So the sound guy was going nuts when they were trying to film, like, oh, here we are in the operating room, and you can hear all this metal, all the rain on the metal roof. But it turned out okay after post-production. So yeah, so that's about it. And thanks for helping me out here. Let me see what else we got here. Oh yeah, and that's another thing too. I can't really see the comments from there. Oh, you know, one day I'm gonna get like big screens and stuff, and I'll be like super professional. Who knows? Let me see what you got here. Okay. Okay. Oh, hey, yeah, and MV, I just saw you here too. Great, thanks. I just saw you subscribed, and welcome to my garage. This is the first time these guys have been in my garage too. So welcome to the show, MV. And yeah, today's Wednesday. I'm not sure if I'm doing my memory experiment on Friday or the next Friday, because it's supposed to be 28 days. I will leave I'm going to do that research and come back and leave it. I'll probably pin a comment below to announce when my memory experiment will be final. And I haven't been cheating on that. And although I must say I did do a bowling knot the other day because I wanted to do something with the rope, so I kind of cheated on that one, but I knew it anyway. So yeah, so I guess we'll just kind of, if there's no questions. Okay, there you go. And Wrench can't remember the memory experiment. Okay, so you'll just have to check it out. I'll leave a little comment below no matter what here. So anyways, great. Okay. So, oh, what's this? Mona Noor, start the bike and ask us if we, I don't know, do you guys want me to start the bike up here? It does sound pretty cool. I might want to open a window though. I'll get all smoked out. Okay, we'll fire up the bike. I'm going to open a window first. Yeah, I'll open up the door too. Okay, what the heck? Might as well fire it up. Oh, lost my key. Here we go. Yeah, I hope it starts. It's got a pretty good battery in it. I got one of those gel batteries, and I don't even take it out in the winter because it's pretty good. It doesn't freeze or anything. All right, here we go. Yeah, another cool thing is that if you rev the bike, because the shaft is going this way, the bike moves. Well, if it doesn't conk out. Okay, now check it out. It'll move because of the torque on the motor. As you see it shaking back and forth. There we go. It smells like motorcycle in here now. It smells great. Okay, cool. Where are we here? But oh no, I'm not going to open the door there because you'll see the crappy neighborhood I live in. You'll see the ghetto. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So, anyways, that's about it for today, and we'll shut her down. I'll pin a comment about my memory experiment if that's on this Friday or the next one, and yeah, we'll shut her down. Fantastic. Welcome, and I'll see you on Friday. Thank you for watching. Bye.